Hey there friends, it's me Peter, and welcome to my very first vlog of 2017. In deciding what video to shoot for you guys, I thought back to last year's first video of the year, which was my DVD collection, and I decided, heck, why not? It's been a year, why don't I show off my collection once again? Because believe it or not, my friends, my collection, as you might be able to tell, has grown quite a bit. And this time around, in addition to just DVDs, I've also got quite a few Blu-rays in my collection. That includes both new Blu-rays and Blu-rays that replace DVDs that were in my collection. Now, even though I've got a lot of DVDs on my shelf, I'm going to do my very best to explain the story behind each and every one of them, if I can. Some of them don't really have a story, others do, and some are just, well, some are just there. I'm going to go through my movies first, and then go through my TV shows and specials. But what do you say I quit yapping and show off my entire DVD and Blu-ray collection? Let's get started. Unlike last year, this year I'm just going to go through in alphabetical order. And you may notice, yes, a lot of these are still unopened from last year too, but I'll get around to watching them, I promise. I had a busy year last year, and I expect to have a busy year this year. But nevertheless, let's get going. First up, The Adventures of Tintin. I actually got this in a silent auction a couple years ago. It was part of a movie package. As you can see, still haven't opened it yet, but I'll get to it eventually, I promise. After that, we've got Alpha Dog. I won this at a silent auction in college, actually loosely based on the story of Jesse James Hollywood, who, if that name sounds familiar, he was profiled about 12 times on America's Most Wanted, was wanted for ordering the execution of a 16-year-old boy that lived in his neighborhood. Now, part of the reason my collection has expanded over the past year is because of my friend Chris, who you have seen on this vlog many times before. He gave me a number of his superhero movies that he had since replaced on Blu-ray, and I've got quite a few of his DVDs in my collection, including The Amazing Spider-Man. I've never seen this movie. I've seen The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which, yeah, my criticisms of that movie are the same, but I'll check this one out. It's got my celebrity crush Emma Stone in it, after all. Of course I'm going to watch it. Next up is Back to the Future. Saw this movie when I was in 7th grade. I took a class on sci-fi movies and absolutely loved it. Haven't seen it since, but Huey Lewis and the News are coming to town this summer, so maybe I'll watch it as kind of a refresher, since Huey Lewis actually is in the movie. Yep. Now we come to the first Blu-ray in my collection, Black Mass. I bought this from Family Video. They were selling it for $5, so I figured, why not? I'll pick it up. This tells the story of another fugitive from America's Most Wanted, James Whitey Bulger, who spent more than a decade, actually, on the FBI's 10 Most Wanted list. He was a violent mob boss wanted out of Boston, and again, I haven't seen the movie yet, but I highly recommend you read up on his story. It's quite fascinating, actually. Yeah. Let's keep it going with The Blues Brothers, one of my favorite movies that's filmed in Chicago. Haven't seen it in years, but it's a movie I had to have in my collection. I'm probably going to get odd looks for this one, but Bon Voyage, Charlie Brown, and Don't Come Back. It's my favorite Charlie Brown movie. Yeah, it's kind of corny, yeah, it's kind of cheesy, but I absolutely love it. I used to watch it all the time as a kid, and now I've got it on DVD. Next up is a movie I'm very familiar with, The Breakfast Club, one of my favorite John Hughes movies. You may remember my last vlog home, I actually went past Shermer High School, which was actually Maine North High School, but it was nice driving past it and seeing where this movie was filmed. Here's another movie Chris gave me, Captain America: The First Avenger. Haven't seen this one yet. I'm seeing them in the order you're supposed to see them, and I've only seen a couple. I'll tell you the ones I've seen because I'll get to them in a little bit, but I'm excited to see this one because I've heard this one's pretty good. And here's Carrie, one of my favorite horror movies of all time. I found this at half-price books, completely unopened. I couldn't believe it. And so, I figured why not buy it? I absolutely love this movie. Here's one you saw on my shelf during 25 Days of Christmas reviews, A Christmas Story. One of my all-time favorite Christmas movies. Had to buy it on Blu-ray. Next up is Cocktail, a movie that's on my bucket list. Haven't seen it yet. I plan on seeing it at some point this year. I've got my bucket list movies all figured out. I will be seeing this, I promise you. Dead Poets Society is one of my all-time favorite Robin Williams movies. Absolutely love this. Roger Ebert didn't like this for some reason. I have no idea why, because it's an amazing movie, especially, you know, ever since Robin Williams' passing, I've had kind of a different opinion of this movie. Still makes it much more powerful, though. Here's one of my favorite movies from my childhood, E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Boy, you want to talk tearjerker? I've never cried at a movie before. This movie has made me come the closest. And I'm not going to say what scene in case those of you who haven't seen it want to watch it. But those of you who have seen it, I think know which scene I'm referring to. And now a movie I own for really no reason, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I really don't know why I own this. I was at Target one day, I was bored, I wanted to buy a movie, and it was only $5, so why not? Haven't seen this in ages, but might have to check it out again pretty soon. It had a pretty good soundtrack. One of my favorite songs by Jackson Browne, Somebody's Baby, is on this soundtrack, so maybe that's why I bought it. I don't know. Now, after reading the book, I had to buy The Fault in Our Stars, the movie. Yeah, pretty good movie, I have to say. I like the book slightly better, but that's kind of silly to say since they changed very, very little when they adapted it to the big screen. It's very, very similar to the book. Bueller, Bueller, Bueller. The Fugitive, one of my favorite 90s action movies. Only seen it a couple times, but they had a deal on Amazon where they were selling 3 Blu-rays for $19.99, so this was one of them I chose to buy. Why not? It's a great movie. If there's something strange in the neighborhood, who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters. Yeah, bought this. Haven't watched it yet, but I've seen it. I have seen it. Let me get that out of the way. Yes, I have seen this movie. Why would I have not seen it? It's one of the greatest comedy movies of the 80s. Here's another fantastic Robin Williams movie that I actually have never seen, but I've heard tremendous praise about it, Good Will Hunting. This is actually the movie Robin Williams won his Oscar for. Or won Best Supporting Actor, if I'm not mistaken, for this. Oh, come on now. Don't fall. Too late. The Graduate, another classic movie I've never seen. Got it at half-price books, and figure, why not? It's about time that I watch this. Still haven't seen it yet, but it's coming. I'll watch it this year. I feel like I'm saying this with a lot of movies, but I will watch this year, I promise. The Green Mile. This is another movie I bought from Amazon's 3 Blu-rays for $19.99 deal. I've heard nothing but praise for this movie, and I really wanted to see it, and I figured, you know, I'm probably going to want to own it anyway, so why not buy it? Up next, 3 movies in a collection. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Of the 3, I have seen the first one and the third one. I actually have never seen Chamber of Secrets. I plan on reading the book first before I watch it, and I promise you guys I will read the books this year. Alright, here comes another collection. Home Alone. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. And Home Alone 3. These next 4 are movies that, once again, were given to me by Chris. The Incredible Hulk, which I have seen. Iron Man, which I have seen. And Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 3, which I haven't seen. Here's another one you probably saw on my shelf during 25 Days of Christmas reviews. It's a Wonderful Life, one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies. Oddly, I did not watch it this year. I don't know why. I think I was just so busy watching Christmas movies that I never got to see it, but I'll watch it. You know, quite honestly, you can probably see this movie any time of the year. It's not just a Christmas movie. Yet another classic Robin Williams movie from the 90s, Jumanji. Absolutely loved this movie as a child. One of my favorite children's movies. Yeah, it's a little corny, yeah, it's a little dated, but who cares? I love this movie. Here's another deal I got from Amazon, the Jurassic Park collection. It's got Jurassic Park, The Lost World, Jurassic Park 3, and Jurassic World. Bought this for $19.99 on Amazon. I wasn't planning on buying Jurassic World, but the deal was too good I couldn't pass it up. Speaking of dinosaurs, here's The Land Before Time, one of my all-time favorite animated movies. I absolutely love this movie. Haven't seen it in years, but it's such a great movie. The sequels, we don't talk about those. The Lord of the Rings 3 film collection on Blu-ray. Takes up much less space than the individual DVDs I had. Got this at Target, fairly reasonably priced, and yeah, looking forward to seeing these on Blu-ray. But of course, if you remember my collection from last year, I've also got the extended editions of The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and after doing some digging in my parents' house, Return of the King. I knew I had this somewhere, but I couldn't find it. It was under my bed, actually, at my parents' house, stored with a bunch of other DVDs that I did not bring with me, but I'm planning on it, including the 4th Harry Potter movie, which I didn't realize my family owned. Who knew? Finishing off the top shelf is March of the Penguins. Got this at Goodwill. It's on my bucket list, haven't seen it yet. Am planning on watching that. I've heard nothing but praise for this movie. Yeah. Oh god, I'm gonna get judged so harshly for this. It was one of my favorite guilty pleasure movies, Mean Girls. Like, I know, you're gonna make fun of me, you're gonna tease me. You know, I don't care. I love this movie. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. It's got so many references to the North Shore. It's just... be quiet. It's hilarious. It's also ever quotable, too. North by Northwest. My dad actually picked this up from the Wilmette Library, and I figured, why not? I've never seen it. It's one of the classics, obviously. Haven't seen it yet, but I am planning on watching it someday soon. Let's go rapid fire with Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and The Secret of Nim. Okay, I'm going to try and speed it up a little bit because I don't want to waste your guys' time, but here is the first Blu-ray I ever bought for myself, The Shawshank Redemption. One of my absolute favorite movies of all time. I absolutely love this movie. Saw it in high school. One of my high school teachers actually let me borrow his copy of the DVD so I could watch it, and it did not disappoint. Shrek, another movie my dad picked up from the Wilmette Library. Haven't seen this in quite a long time, and I've heard some people say it doesn't hold up as well as they remember it, but I'll give it a watch, see what I think. 16 Candles, another classic John Hughes movie from the 80s. Here we go with some more superhero movies Chris gave me. Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2.1, which is basically Spider-Man 2 with some special features, Spider-Man 3, and the villains of Spider-Man 3. Yeah. You got Spotlight, last year's Best Picture winner, one of the best movies of all time. It was an amazing movie. If you are a reporter and haven't seen this movie, what is the matter with you? I'm sorry, you need to see this movie. Even if you're not a reporter, you need to see this movie. This is true journalism right here. This is what makes me proud to be a reporter. See this movie if you've never seen it. Perhaps one of my favorite coming-of-age movies of all time, Stand By Me. Love this movie. Even though I had the ending spoiled for me before I saw it, absolute great movie. Loved it so much. Next up is the newest addition to my Blu-ray collection, the first 6 Star Wars movies on Blu-ray. It was a Christmas gift to me, and I'm so looking forward to watching this. I cannot wait to see what it looks like. But of course I also have The Force Awakens too, because why wouldn't I? I am planning on getting Rogue One on Blu-ray when it comes out as well, but that won't be probably until April or so. 2 more movies Chris gave me, Thor and Thor the Dark World. Alright, rapid fire time. Throw Mama from the Train, Top Gun, Transformers the Movie, the 1985 version, The Truman Show, Twister, The Wizard of Oz. Okay, let's try and get through this quickly. X-Men, X2, X-Men United, X-Men The Last Stand, X-Men Revealed. Chris gave this to me. Chris also gave me X-Men Origins Wolverine, as well as X-Men First Class, X-Men Days of Future Past, and the Wolverine. And finally, we end my movie collection with Zombieland. I love this movie. I saw this in the theater with some of my fraternity brothers. Amazing. It's just, I laughed so hard during this whole movie, and it's got Emma Stone, my celebrity crush, in it, so why wouldn't I love it? And now that I'm done with movies, let's go straight into TV shows with 60 of America's Greatest Unsolved Mysteries and Crimes, America's Most Haunted Places, America's National Treasures, Angry Beavers, the complete series, Arrested Development Season 1, Beast Wars Season 1, Beast Wars Seasons 2 and 3, The Big Bang Theory Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, Season 5, Season 6, and Season 7. Whew. Cops the 20th Anniversary Edition. Darkwing Duck Volume 1. Now a series I've talked about so much on Facebook that you're about to kill me to get me to shut up from talking about it. Degrassi The Next Generation, Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, Season 5, Season 6. Just got this bad boy the other day. Hey Arnold, the complete series. Oh, I've been wanting this forever. You have no idea. Hey Arnold was one of my favorite series on Nickelodeon. I now own every single episode. I cannot wait to watch it. I'm gonna binge this someday soon. How I Met Your Mother, Seasons 1 and 2. Impractical Joker, Season 1. Man vs. Food, Season 1. Season 2. Season 3. Mr. Bean, the complete series. Monster Quest, Season 2. The Presidents. Prison Break, Season 1. Season 2. Season 3. Season 4. And the Final Break TV movie. Why are they resurrecting this series? There is no need for them to do that. Greedy executives. Railroads, Tracks Across America. Rocko's Modern Life, the complete series. Another Nickelodeon series that I absolutely love. It had a lot of innuendo. People compare it to Ren and Stimpy, but I prefer Rocko to Ren and Stimpy because Rocko is more subtle with its innuendo. Ren and Stimpy was more in your face, which I didn't like. Plus, Ren and Stimpy was just disgusting. Ugh. Now, I've lost all of the slipcovers they came in, but here is Seinfeld Seasons 4 through 9. Every single one of my DVDs. I meant to show you guys this last year, but I couldn't find them all. They were scattered everywhere. I know I am going to get judged for this. SpongeBob Season 1 and Season 2. You know, I know people are going to judge me for this. You are the ones who haven't seen SpongeBob. It's hilarious. The first 3 seasons, anyway, are comedy gold. Give it a shot if you've never seen it, because you will love it. It's hilarious. Star Wars The Clone Wars Micro Series, Volumes 1 and 2. The Super Bowl Shuffle. Tailspin Volume 1. And let's end the TV show segment with Transformers Generation 1, Season 1. Season 2. Seasons 3 and 4. And The Wonder Years Season 1. Now before I go, there are 2 more collections I need to show you. First, the Home Alone 25th Anniversary Collection. This contains Home Alone, Home Alone 2 Lost in New York, Home Alone 3, Home Alone Taking Back the House, and Home Alone The Holiday Heist. Have not seen the latter 2 movies, and I don't ever intend to see them. And finally, since America's Most Wanted is not available on DVD or Blu-ray, and it probably never will be, I will go with the next best thing. Unsolved Mysteries, the Best of Collection. There looks like a treasure chest. If you open it up, they got all these DVDs in here. There's like unsolved crimes, there's ghost stories, there's aliens, lost loves, lost treasures. It's so many episodes in here, and they're all amazing. Yes, even the ghost stories ones, which might be embellished, but who cares? And there you have it, my friends, my entire DVD and Blu-ray collection. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of my videos, simply click that subscribe button down below. Tune in next week when I debut a brand new feature here on my vlog channel. I think you guys will enjoy it. It's very Project 25-esque. Oh, did I give away something? Whoops, I didn't mean to. But until then, this is Peter saying see you later.